Detroit and Ford Field as we anticipate a terrific matchup in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lindsey. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Florida State Seminoles offense takes the field for the first time today. Start this drive firing. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Red pass, it's complete. Breaks into the open. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
The Seminoles have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He'll keep it himself. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Noles have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Noles! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Tennessee's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how's the guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not great. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
Back to pass. It's Lanier. Steps away to find some room. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
The Vols line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He might want another play. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out route. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabs it in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Send the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Lanier. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he will score! Touchdown ball!
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
And they did tack on the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Noles will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Vols are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Lanier. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, but he... have that pass back.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. Last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They are going to try to get that established in this game.
Not much to gain on a punt, so here they come on 4th and short from the 50. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. After that tight 1st quarter, this 2nd period ought to be a lot of fun. So 1st down here as they go back to work. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the... There he goes! Push down for the tackle.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Got it, looking for the first down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Trying to do it on the ground. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Yeah, I like getting field goals and putting points on the board, but not when it's 4th and short. And I'm going to trust my unit. He trusts his guys, and they come through for him. They're trying to get 6 on this possession and now set up with first and goal.
With the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's second and goal. Ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Tennessee, 14. Florida State, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Lindsey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He'll try to pop the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked at...
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Soft spot in the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, running back on the move. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the air, it's Lanier. Quick strike complete. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Volunteers getting set on 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
to throw on third down. Got his man quickly. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need 1 more yard on third down. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They can make this a 2-possession game with a field goal, but they want to... Snake gets it done.
After starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. And you've got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously...
He's got it for a big play. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Seminoles have taken it inside the 20. Now from inside the red zone. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Absolutely perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellows, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
The Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Turning it on! Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. They're quick out. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance. Turn it over on downs.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Right on the money. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Lindsey. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. Spins away from the defender. Hard running there. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. The Noles are flying down the field. They'll throw it from the red zone. He makes a grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And the Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal for this offense. Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen. He gets it in. Touchdown, Florida State. They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal retired. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. Were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, Nick.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Looking downfield, it's Lanier. Gets it out fast. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. It just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Vols back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success, and now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll go right back to it.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Lanier. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Volunteer! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lindsey. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They scored here. We're in for a ball game.
Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Knowles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. The defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Lanier. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. Just keeps slinging it. Unloads it left. Working the big fella to the corner. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Bringing the heat. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown ball!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Coming out with it, it's Lindsey. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Just a short pass to the tight end. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The offense has lost the element of surprise here, right? Fourth quarter, they're trailing by a lot. They're trying to go 4 verticals, but the defense knows it's coming. And they do a nice job in the back end making sure that falls incomplete.
Quick release on the RPO. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The Seminoles in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Rushes on him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? 3rd and short now from their own 48. Looking to throw for it. Working that left side now. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see...
There he goes. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Quarterback on the keeper. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And the big fella runs right down the middle of the field, runs the post route. You can tell quarterback locked into him, throws it up high, lets him catch the football, use his big body to kind of fend off the defenders and get in the end zone for 6.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. To the air, it's Lanier. Quickly to the tight end. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops.
Turning it on! He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day. He's not there yet, but man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete to the left. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Looking to throw on first down. Swings it out to his running back. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Back to pass. Makes the catch. Turns it on in midfield. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line. First snap in the red zone on this drive. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw again. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, no! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. You still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Lanier. Tight end finds a soft spot. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Well, obviously this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Quick strike complete.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tap.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Noles come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got it. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Here's a heat. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
And that is why they're called the Handstand people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
One more play to pad the stats. Looking for a man. It's Lanier. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left. And that is how we will wrap this one up. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much.